Okay, so this is solving trigonometric equations part 2, and I'm going to do a little more complicated or complex problems here. So to start with the easier one first, so if you have to find the value of theta when tan theta is equal to 4, and for all of these questions I'm going to keep the domain 0 to 360 degree, and if you want, you can do few questions again with changing the domain. As I said, domain plays an important role in it. So I'm going to do 0 to 360, which means the maximum the value of theta you are going to have is only 2 here. So now what is the difference between this one, tan theta is equal to 4, or tan theta is equal to, let's say, square root of 3? So there's a major difference between these two, because tan theta is equal to 4 is not corresponding to any of the common value, if you remember the table for 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, whereas tan theta is equal to square root of 2. This is corresponding to 60 degree, so which means this is not corresponding to any common value. So here the difference between them is that it's without GDC, because it's from the table, and this you have to use GDC. Now to do that, it's the same concept again. Tan is positive, add sugar to coffee. Tan is positive in first quadrant and third quadrant, which means first thing you need to find is theta, because this is theta, this is 180 minus theta, this is 180 plus theta, and this one is 360 minus theta or negative theta. So for theta, to find theta, we have to use the calculator. So I'm going to use the calculator here. So you will get second tan inverse, and then you have 4, and that's how you will get your first angle. So 75.96, so theta is equal to 75.96375. I'm going to round it later. And then for third quadrant, it has to be 180 plus, so then 180 plus, and then you just have this, and that's 255.96. so 255.96, and now I can round it to, so my first value is approximately 76 degree, and the second one is 256 degrees. So these are the answers for, and I can check if I do tan off, I'm like, obviously I should get that, but if I do tan off this, it should give me 3.99, and then if you have tan of 255 degree, this is also same value. When you round it, it's going to be 4. So this is the only difference between this one and this one. So now I'm going to move to the another one. Let's say if I have sine square theta is equal to 1, not sine theta is equal to 1. So I have sine square theta is equal to 1. When it's a quadratic, sine theta can be plus minus 1. So now instead of solving one equation, we have to solve two equations. So sine theta is 1, sine theta is negative 1 here. Now for this one, sine theta is 1. When is sine theta? 1. When theta is equal to, from the table, sine theta, when theta is 90, that's your first quadrant, and sine is positive means first and second quadrant, and second quadrant, it's 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta is going to be 90 degree. That's why I said maximum 2 values. So here it's a repeated value, you got theta is 90 degree. Here when sine theta is negative 1, if you remember, for negative sign, which I did in the previous video, when it's negative, ignore the sign for the time being. For the time being, you just ignore this sign. So when sine theta is 1, is 90 degree, but obviously this is not corresponding to negative 1. Now sine is negative in third and fourth quadrant, and third quadrant is 180 plus theta, and fourth quadrant is 360 minus theta. So 180 plus 90, because this is an acute angle, which is theta, and 360 minus 90. In both cases, it's going to be 270 degree. So sine 270 degree is going to be negative 1. I hope it's clear. So this is how you do when you have a quadratic. Sine square theta, remember, is same as this. It's just a different way of writing sine square theta. Now I'm going to do another example. So maybe I will start from here. So sine x minus 2 sine x cos x is equal to 0. Now, how do I solve it? So it's very similar to when you solve any equations. Now, the only difference is in trig equation is that you have trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tan. Now, it's the same thing. When you have to, let's say, when you want to solve, for example, if you have something like x minus 2xy is equal to 0. So how would you solve it? So when you have to solve it, you need to look at, is there anything common? So same here. So if you pay attention, sine x is common. So this is 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. And you get either sine x is 0 or 1 minus 2 cos x is 0, because the product of two things is 0 if one of them is 0. And then you get here 1 is equal to 2 cos x, and cos x is equal to 1 over 2, and sine x is equal to 0. Remember, I'm like, at this point, I'm not going into much more actually difficult questions. So I'm just keeping my x as x. So I'm not going to do anything with when x is 2x or when x is, x over 2. I will be doing a simple problem when you have sine x is 0, cos x is half. Why did I call this a bit kind of a complex or complicated? Because now I'm doing the trig equations, but with the quadratic factor in it, or it's just not simple sine x is equal to 2, or sorry, sine x is equal to -1. So sine x cannot be equal to 2. So sine x is 0 and cos x is half. Then you do exactly the same thing. The only difference is that now you need to do is that solve two equations instead of one equation. So sine x is equal to 0 is 0, and then 180 degree. And then cos x is equal to half. If you remember, cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant. So cos x is equal to half. If you remember the table values, it's going to be 60, and then 360 minus 60, which is 300 degree. So 60 degree and 300 degrees. So these are the solutions for this one. Okay, now the next one. Next example I'm going to do is when you have 2 sine square x minus sine x minus 3 is equal to 0. It's similar to the quadratic equation. So what you can do is, if you want, sine x is equal to, let's say, t, which means sine square x is equal to t square. So you get 2t square minus t minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, can you factorize it? Let's have a look. So 1 and 3 is not going to work. 3 and 1, is that going to work? So 2t square minus t minus 3. Okay, if you cannot factorize, then you can use discriminant rule, negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Let me look at that. Or actually, I can also use calculator. Let me use calculator for this one. It will be a good practice. So you go to app and PLYSMLT2. We need to do polyroot finder. We are dealing with 2 degrees. So next, and now the coefficient of that is 2. And then it is -1, and then you have -3, and then solve. So you got 3 over 2 and -1. So your t value you got is 1.5, which is 3 over 2, and then t is equal to -1. And remember, t was this, and then sine x is equal to -1. But if you remember, the maximum value of sine is 1, and the minimum value of sine is -1, which means this is not possible. So we have actually only one equation, and we did this in the previous one. Sine x is -1 is when x is 270 degree. And remember, I'm doing all the questions in the domain 0 to 360 degree. So this was another kind of question here, and now I'm going to do another one. So now let's look at cos cube x is equal to cos x. Now, if you have cos cube x is equal to cos x, the first thing, you should not start cancelling one cos x. You need to move everything on one side. Now, cos x is common, so cos square x minus 1 is equal to 0. So you get cos x is 0, cos square x is 1, which means cos x is plus minus 1. So here you have 3 equations which you need to deal with. So 1, and cos x is -1. Again, the domain is 0 to 360 degree, but they can ask you another domains as well. So cos x is equal to 0. When is cos 0, and when cos x is 1, and when cos x is -1. Now again, cos x is 0 when again the table would be nice to that you need to memorize the table. If you memorize the table, it's easier. So when you look at cos x is 1, no, we are looking for cos x is 0 is 90 degree. So 90 degree, And then you know cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant, which means fourth quadrant is 360 minus theta, so 360 minus 90, and then you get this as 360 minus 90, so 360 minus 90 is equal to 270 degree. And then similarly cos x is 1 is first value 0, and then it will be 360 because first and fourth quadrant. This is second and third quadrant, but again first ignore the sign. As I said before, ignore the sign, and we know cos x is 1 when it's 0 degree, and second means it's 180 minus theta and 180 plus theta, so that will be 180 degrees. So this is how you find the all the values here. And then I'm going to do the another one. Looks complicated, but again it's not, and you need to use your understanding of solving equations. Now here when I see this, yes, it looks complicated, but as I said, it's not. First use the bracket and then cross multiply. This is same as this. When you cross multiply, you get tan x minus square root of 2, tan x plus square root of 2 is equal to 1. This is a minus b, a plus b. So that's tan square x minus 2 is 1, and tan square x is equal to 3. So tan x is equal to plus minus square root of 3. So you got tan x is equal to square root of 3, and tan x is equal to negative square root of 3. Now when tan x is equal to square root of 3, again from the table, you can see it's 60 degree. So here this is 60, and tan x positive is in first, add sugar to coffee, first and third quadrant, and third quadrant is 180 plus 60, so 60 and 240 degree. You can all check using calculator also. So negative square root of 3, it has to be in second and fourth quadrant, but again ignore the sign, find the acute angle, which was 60 degree. That's not the answer, but here when it's positive, then the acute angle is one of the answer, but when it's negative, acute angle is not one of the answers. So once you get theta, then second quadrant is 180 minus 60, which is 120, and fourth quadrant is going to be 360 minus 60, which is 300 degree. So that is your, if you see any of these kind of questions. Okay, let me see if there are more questions which I would like to do. Okay, so let me find out. So there is another one, one more which I would like to do. So 1 plus sine x divided by cos x plus cos x over 1 plus sine x is equal to 4. And again, you have to solve each of the following equations, and it's in the domain 0 to 360 degree. So first thing, whenever you have a fraction, you know how to add the fraction. You need to make the denominator same. So here you have cos x, here you have 1 plus sine x. So first thing you need to do is to make the denominator same. So 1 plus sine x, cos x, 1 plus sine x. Here, this will be cos x into cos x divided by cos. And as you can see that even though the brackets were not given in the question, whenever you have more than one term, I highly recommend to use bracket. Now you know a plus b, which is a plus b whole square. And a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that is going to be 1 plus 2 sine x plus sine square x. And then plus cos square x, and divide by cos x into 1 plus sine x. This is equal to 4. Now, if you remember, sine square x plus cos square x is 1. That gives me 2 plus 2 sine x divided by cos x into 1 plus sine x is equal to 4. And now I can take 2 common from the numerator. So I got 1 plus sine x is equal to 4. This get cancelled. So 2 over cos x is equal to 4, and then cross multiplying cos x is half. So this becomes very simple after you simplified. Now cos x is half, same drill, find the acute angle. So when cos x is equal to half, you can see from the table, cos x is half when x is 60 degree. So that's the acute angle first, and it's positive. positive means first and fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, this is going to be 360 minus 60. So 60 and 300 degree. And that's it. With that, we did practice with solving trig equations. I didn't go in much more depth. I just kept the angle to be angle equal to x. So that's it. Thank you.